Bhushan Deshmukh, Assistant Professor in Julian Institute of Technology, Nagpur. Today we are discussing the topic called as industrial robot. We'll see the definition of industrial robot, what type of anatomy we are having for the industrial robot, and the sensor and the gripper used in the robot. So basically, an industrial robot is a deprogrammable multifunctional manipulator designed to move material, parts, tools, or specialized device through variable to variable program motion for variety of tasks. So why we are using the industrial robot, that we have to understand first. Robot can substitute for humans in hazardous work environment where human cannot work. That in that case we can use the robot. Consistency and accuracy is one of the main concern when we are dealing with the humans, whereas robot it consistently work and accurately in the precise time. One major factor is the robot can be reprogrammable. Once we finish the productivity from particular production, then we can reprogram it and we can use the same robot for the various applications as well. And most of the robots are controlled by the computer and can therefore be interfaced to another computer system. Let us see the robot anatomy. Robot anatomy consists of basically joints and links. Joints provide the relative motion. As we know, in our human body, our joints give the relative motion between the links. So these are nothing but the links, and the connecting links with the proper joints, that is called as joint. Joints will give the amount of motion. So links are nothing but the rigid members between the joints. So various joints that are used in the robots are linear and rotary. Each joint will provide you the degree of freedom for that particular robot. Most robot possesses 5 or 6 degree freedom of robots. The robot manipulator consists of two sections. One is body and arm, and second one is wrist assembly. When we consider as body and arm, then it will be your complete body, and when we are discussing with the wrist assembly, that means it will come with your end effector. Sometimes we call this as an end effector, where we can consider the human wrist, where we can consider the various movement of a human wrist as well. So we'll see the anatomy. Some technical issues. Here in the industrial robot, one thing is most important. Our industrial robot is having a base which is fixed and it is not movable at all. So base is fixed. With the with connection with the base, we are having the links and different joint connecting that particular links. So here you can see link 0, link 1, link 2. Where link 1 and link 0 is connected by joint number 1, link number 2 and link number 1 and 2 is connected by joint number 2, which will provide you the relative movement between these two links. And at the end, this is the end of arm where wrist assembly or tool can be incorporated. These are nothing but the various motions that are being provided for the robot work that are categorized into translational motion. Under translation motion, you will see linear joint, that is L type, or orthogonal joint, that is O type. In rotary motion, you will see the rotational joint, twisting joint, and revolving joint. So these are the figure related to linear joint, orthogonal joint. Linear joint is a linear movement between the links. Orthogonal is a 90 degree. You can see orthogonal joint. Then similarly, you can see rotational joint, twisting joint, and revolving joint as well. This is a self-explanatory diagram. We'll move forward. We'll see the various configurations which are used in our industry. Basically, there are 5 configurations used in the robot. One is polar coordinate, that is called as body and arm assembly. Second is cylindrical. Third one is Cartesian coordinate, and fourth one is jointed arm assembly. Fifth one is selective compliance assembly arm robot. That is nothing but the scanner robot. So basically, the robot name, configuration name is given based upon their work volume. Basically, work volume is nothing but the volume where the end of a robot arm will reach. So these are the various diagram of your various configuration. First one is your polar coordinate system, where you will get the work volume as a polar rectangular. Then cylindrical arm body and arm assembly, where the robot will move in a cylindrical pattern and you will get the cylindrical work volume. Next one is Cartesian, then jointed arm robot, and last one is SCARA. As we have discussed related to configuration, we have to discuss with the wrist assembly as well. So wrist assembly is consist of the it is end of a robot arm. It is similar to your human body. So like a human body, we are having the three motions: rolling, pitching, and yawing. So rolling we cannot do, that is our drawback. But pitching we can do, and yawing you can do. Whatever the drawback we are having in our body, that can be overcome in your robot. So this is basically the wrist assembly diagram of a robot having 3 degrees of freedom. Now at the last we can discuss the drives that are used for the robot. So we are having the electrical drive, hydraulic drive, and pneumatic drive. Basically, electric drive use electric motor to actuate individual joints. Preferred drive system in today's robot system. In hydraulic, uses the piston and rotary vane actuator. When there is high power and high lifting is required, we are using the hydraulic drive system. And last one is pneumatic, where typically limited to smaller robots and simple material transfer application, we are using the pneumatic. So basically, there are 3 types of joint in 3 types of drive system using robotics. So that is the end for the robot